Welcome to the Sunday morning simulcast with Rom Wills. Persevere 2. Persevere 2. Yeah, y'all remember the last time I did a Sunday morning simulcast was back in October, and ironically, that's when I had the stroke, but ironically, that was Persevere. And, and over the next few months, I found personally how I had to just persevere. Because it's not an easy thing. Anybody who's gone through some type of stroke or a similar type of medical emergency will tell you. I mean, because I was in a hospital in rehab from, October 15th through December 8th. So that was a few weeks, and trust me, it wasn't like, oh, just happy and party and all of that. Shoot, I was sleeping a lot. Couldn't walk for a lot of it. Had to learn how to walk again and everything. But you know what? I'm here. I persevered. I kept going no matter what. Because I'm gonna tell you something in life. I wish life overall was something that you could just go, live, and just do your thing. Isn't that like that for anybody? Even so for some people you might call billionaires or something, there's always something. Every single person got something they have to deal with. It might not be a stroke, but it might be a mental thing. It might be some emotional anguish or something like that. People, we carrying a lot of physical and mental demons with us. You just have to keep going. You just have to persevere, no matter what you're going through. You could be going through, it could be a breakup from somebody that, you loved, you thought you loved, and you got to persevere in your healing. You got to persevere. Like, let's get back just to the physical thing. Okay, you had a stroke or, maybe an accident, something medical. You gotta take healing day by day, and you got to keep going. There's going to be times you're going to be like, because I ain't going to lie. Now, as much as I'm a person who don't give up and persevere and everything, there were a couple times there. It could be a few minutes here and there where I was just like, oh, man, this is crazy. No, I got to keep going. In fact, in a hospital, when I was in ICU, there was one night I was just like, but I kept going because I said no matter what, no matter where I was, the sun always rises. The sun always comes up. That tomorrow will always come, no matter what the situation. And that's how you gotta be. How you gotta be. If you can get up in the morning, if you can breathe, you can make it. You can make it. Now, I don't promote a particular spiritual path because I say every man and woman has to find their own path. But if you have one, you gotta have faith right there that however you worship God, deity, goddess, whatever term, great pumpkin, you got to be able to say, you know what? They got me. They got me. All right? So that's one. You here and you breathing. You got to keep going. Like I'll use my stroke example. Like I said, there was a point I had to have help just to stand up. Just to stand up out of bed. I had to have help. I had to buzz the nurse, get them over there and everything. Now I can move by myself. There was a period I was using walkers and canes. The only time I use a cane now is if I'm out in public, and even then I might just pick it up and just walk. It's just to still help. I'm still going there. But I had walkers in here I haven't touched in a few days. I have not touched them in a few days, but I remember I couldn't even get around here without the walker. In fact, I remember when I was talking about coming out, I was thinking I might have had to get a bed or mattress or something for the first floor. Now I'm on a 3-story place. I thought I would have trouble going up and down the steps. I was worried about if I came home, would I be able to get up the steps? I said, well, I'm gonna get up them. But then once up them, I was like, I probably had to stay on the first floor and everything. Had the plane and everything. Now I go up and down the steps like it's nothing. But I persevered. That's the key to it. You got to keep going. Yeah, it might not look good at that moment, but you keep going. Even doing these videos like this, You know, I could, you know, when I remember when I first started doing videos again, I wasn't doing it on this camera. I'm using a camera for the first time. My main 4K camera, but there was a time I was just like, let me just put my regular smartphone up and just take it. And it was tough doing that. Now it's like, oh, okay, it's getting easy. I persevered. I mean, you just had to figure it out. And, you know, I'm using that as an example of, you know, what I personally went through with the stroke, but then it could be other things. It could be that relationship. Okay, you getting out of that relationship. It was a bad relationship. Every day is healing. Like, I've known some people that coming out of relationships, they got to be on suicide watch. And I was like, hey, you just got to take it day by day. You got to take it day by day. And you have to just rise. You just have to keep going. You know, it could be just in business. It might not even be like you going through any pain, your health is good, relationships are good, but you have a dream. You got to persevere in your dream. You got to persevere. I've yet to read or know personally anybody who made their dream business or something and it was just right away. I've yet to meet that person. They just say, hey, I'm just going to jump into it, boom. I've yet to meet that person. I've yet to meet that person, read about the person, hear about the person. If you look at the successful men and women in life, they had to start off small. And all of them got stories. You know, if you're on a path to success, you got to keep going, you know. When I look at the position I'm in, I remember when, in fact, a friend of mine was telling me, I remember the time I had to like get food from a dollar store. I had to eat from a dollar store. Shoot. Remember one week I had $4. Shoot, now it's like, all this stuff, boom, money, money, money. But I persevered. I didn't give up. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the situation is in life. You don't give up. You keep persevering no matter what, no matter what it is. You keep going. You have faith. And you know what? Let's be real. You're going to have those negative moments. You're going to question. You're going to like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? But you know what? You're doing it because it's in your spirit. You're doing it because you've been given the gift of life. You know, you're here on a mission. You're not just here just to chill out. And you were born with some type of talent. So you need to use that talent. You remember I always talked about that. You have to bring it to the fore. I don't care what it is. You can get better. Life is about evolution, you know? Life is about evolution. It's about finding the silver lining. It's about persevering. Like I said, I'm in this position now. I could have sat back. I could have said, no, I just, I had a stroke. Or I could have just sat back. You know, I could have said, hey, I need to move or get a smaller place and do all this other stuff. Or I said, no, I got all this stuff I got to do. Well, I got big plans. Rom still got big plans. To me, that was just kind of a hiccup. And it was just for me to slow down. Actually, you know what? The way I looked at it, I said, you know what? I need some rest anyway, because I was a workaholic. So I said, okay, I can't be working this hard. I got to make sure I get some rest. All right? So that's the whole thing, all right? Persevere, no matter what. Persevere. Keep going. So anyway, I want y'all to really think about it. I want you to think about what you're going through now. I don't care how bad it look, whatever. You know, in fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm like I'm still healing. I ain't gonna lie. I am not 100%. I am not 100%. Maybe in a couple months I'll be 100%. That's what I'm working towards, but I'm still not 100%. You know, I'm making progress. Different therapies I have to do, making progress, but I'm persevering. And I'm doing it because I want you to do the same. I want to inspire you to persevere, all right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Y'all have a great day today, and just look within. Look within. You got the power. You got the power to make your dream come true. You got the power to heal whatever you need to heal. You got to have the power. You got to have faith, everything. But you can do it, all right? Persevere. Anyway, y'all, peace and many blessings.